It's a 6-game night on the K this Tuesday. We got a little bit of extra drama as the playoffs are rolling in. My name is Andreas Sashenka and this is your daily KHL update. We'll make our first stop on Novokuznetsk, where Metallic hosts Admiral. Kuzna have hands down the worst record in the league, and Admiral are hoping to get an easy win tonight as they are desperate for points. It starts the way you would expect. 7 minutes into the game, Admiral go on a power play and they convert. Nishisaisov tips it in from the doorstep and he celebrates his 11th of the year. But later in the period, Ignat Zemchenko skates down the right wing, slams on his brakes, speeds Evgeny Solovyov, and he does not disappoint him. Solovyov ties it up with his 12th. Move on to the second period now, and Admiral get their second lead of the night midway through. And it's the Rook who finds the back of the net. Denis Alexeyev dangles his way to the shooting position, and he scores his first career KHL goal. Congrats, kid. Later in the period, Kuzny have a great chance to tie it up, but Alexander Komaristy can't beat Igor Babkov on a breakaway. Admiral are about to wrap it up and get 3 points on the road, but with just 6 seconds remaining to play in regulation, Ivan Yemis scores his second of the season on a rebound to tie the game up. Kuzny shocked Admiral with a late marker, and this one will go to the shootout. It's no other but Ignat Zemchenko who scores the winner in the 9th round to add to his earlier 2 assists. Kuzny snapped Admiral's 3-game winning streak as to take it 3-2 in the shootout. Next stop, Omsk, home of Avangard, and tonight they meet Amur. It's a must-win for the visiting team. They will be out of playoff contention if they don't get 3 points in this one. And they come out hard for the first period of play. 4 minutes in, Alek Lee skates to the slot from the right wing, and he beats Dominic Korpa, his 3rd of the year. Amur take a 1-0 lead. 5 minutes later, Amur doubled their lead as Maxim Kondratev essentially buries his own rebound. Kondratev sneaks by Avangard's defense to make it 2-0 Amur midway through the first. Later in the period, we'll get to see a big save by Yuka Metzola. He absolutely robs Valentin Pinov in tight. What a save! We skip ahead to the 3rd period, and Amur extends their lead to 3 goals. And it's Maxim Kondratev again. He scores his 2nd of the night and 7th of the season. That's his first career 2-goal night in the K, and Amur with 3-0. Dominic Cook probably isn't thrilled about this one either. But that's when Avangard fight back. 4 minutes later, Eric Gustafsson flies down low to send it in off Alexander Kuryagin's assist. Avangard are back within 2. Later regulation, they pull forward for the extra attacker, and it works for them. Anton Burdasov takes a shot from the high slot, it's blocked in front, but he scores moments after anyway. There's still plenty of time and they're down by just 1. Cork remains off the bench, but this time a more score on the empty cage. Vladislav Oshenin puts this one to bed with his plus of the season. His twin brother Slava Oshenin enjoys his first career 3-point night as he racks up 3 assists. And Amur live to fight another day. 4-2 is the final on this one. We're now in Novosibirsk, where Sibir hosts Kunlun Red Star. The two are fighting for playoff spots in these, so neither of them can afford losing this one. Sibir have 4 power play opportunities in the opening period of play, but they capitalize on neither of them. First, Sergei Shimakov rattles one off the right post. And then Shimakov gets robbed by Tommy Karvanen on a point-blank range shot. It's pretty clear what Shimakov thinks about it, but we're not going to get into that. The only goal of the game is scored midway through the 2nd period, and it comes on a power play. Stepan Saidikov buries the rebound as Jonas Kemppanen and Maxim Shalunov draw the assist. It's Shalunov's birthday today too, so it's a nice present for him. The closest Kunlun got to tying it up was early in the 3rd period. Tommy Salonen tried to beat Danny Taylor on the short side, but he hit the post instead. Tough break. Danny Taylor stopped 27 shots for his 6th shutout of the season, and Sibir take crucial 3 points on home ice. 1-0 is the final. This is a big one. It's the Battle of Tatarstan. Neftekimik meet Agmars. It's a must-win for Neftekimik, while Agmars have guaranteed themselves 3rd spot in the East. Just 2 minutes in, Richard Gungit dangles his way to the net, and he scores one of the prettiest goals you're gonna see this season. What a beauty! But not even 2 minutes later, Agmars tie it up. Andrei Chibisev beats Andrei Karyev with a rocket. It's a good thing he didn't hit anybody. Just 17 seconds into the 2nd period, Neftekimik got their lead back. Then Saxton moves the puck to the right wing, Jeffrey Kiri puts it on net, and it pulls the Milko Ripop. He probably wants to have it back too. Neftekimik 2-1 now. But again, just over a minute later, Ogvar's pull even again. Conor Malikin finds the way to put it in from the doorstep for his 15th. But that's when Ogvar's wheels fall off. Just 20 seconds later, Andrei Sergeyev wires it home for his third. It's a power play marker, 3-2 Neftekimik now. 8 minutes later, Pavel Puradin scores his fifth just a split second after Ogvar's got their fifth man back out on the ice. Late in the period, Neftekimik got a two-man advantage and Andrei Sergeyev scores his second of the night and fourth of the year from the hash marks. Less than a minute later, Andrei Pervishin scores yet another power play goal, and it's an easy one at that too. It's 6-2 now. Are they ever gonna stop? No, not for a while at least. A minute later, Dan Saxton picks up a rebound, wheels in and scores, you guessed it, yet another power play goal. I'm gonna lose count soon if they're gonna keep scoring like that. 7 minutes into the third period, Maxim Berezin scores the last goal in this one. If only Neftekimik could get bonus points for the gazillion of goals they scored tonight. Neftekimik go 4 for 7 on a power play, while Dan Saxton sets his new career KHL high with 5 points. I can't believe I'm saying this, but your final on this one is 8-2 Neftekimik. We travel to Bratislava, Slovakia now, where Slovan take on Lokomotiv. Home team lost 2 in a row and they hadn't beat Loko on home ice since 2013, but it's a must-win for them tonight. Let's see how they do. Well, they get on the board first. 15 minutes into the game, Jonathan Chichik throws the puck at the slot from the office, and Michal Glinka puts it past Alexander Sudnica for his 5th of the season. We move on to the second period. Brandon Colson has the puck in the corner. He feeds Max Delpit in front. Delpit shoots, Beverbus has a piece of it, but the puck almost lands behind the line. Tough break for Delpit, that almost went in. Late in the period, Slovan get a man advantage as they don't let it go to waste. Jonathan Chichik snipes it past Sudnica for his 14th goal of the season and second point of the night. Slovan lead 2-0 now. We're in the third period. Pavel Koskowski digs his way into the zone, makes a wonderful pass to Alexander Polunin, but he can't beat Barry Brust either. Nothing goes past this snow angel. Weaver through the period, Loko go on a power play. Slovan head coach Miloš Ržika tells his troops to take it easy, but it doesn't work. Brandon Colson wires it home to slice Slovan's lead in half. It's 2-1 now. And less than 2 minutes later, Colson storms down the ice, splits the D, and buries it past Barry Brust. Unreal goal by Colson to tie it up. That's his second of the night and 20th of the season. Wired-sided twos, and this one will go all the way to the shootout. It ends well for Slovan. Shiga Yaglic scores was his favorite move, and then Igor Musarov gets all that Zukin on Sudnicin to clinch the win. Slovan lose a point but take 2 and stay in the playoff race. They are 2 points away from the playoff zone. 3-2 Slovan shootout final. We head to Zagreb, Croatia now, where Medvešak do battle with Dynamo Moscow. If Medvešak lose this one, they are officially out of playoff contention, and they do not get off to a good start. Just under 3 minutes in, Maxim Korpov feeds Alexei Tereshchenko for an open net shot, and Tereshchenko scores his 4th of the season on this give-and-go play. And just over a minute later, Semyon Kokoyov makes himself available on the slot, and he nets another one to make it 2-0 Dynamo. That's his first goal since October 12th. Medvešak gotta go back a few minutes later though. Lucas Lesio moves the puck to the point, Jakub Krejcik puts it on net, and Alexander Zhuruk tips it in for his 14th. Early in the second period, Dynamo restored the 2-goal margin. Yoel Nikulin bounces on the loose puck at the point, and he snipes it past Michael Garnett. What a shot! Third period now, Dynamo have just killed the penalty. Semyon Kokoyov shoots from on top of the circle, and Vladimir Brooklyn tucks it home on the rebound. It's 4-1 Dynamo now. 4 minutes later, Medvešak get a goal back. Mark Connick sends it between the wickets for his 6th of the season. A little later, Dynamo restore the 3-goal margin on a counter-attack. Semyon Kokoyov skates into the zone down the right wing, slams on his brakes, and roofs it past Michael Garnett. Kokoyov enjoys his first career 2-goal night in the K, and it's 5-2 now. Late in regulation, Medvešak scored a beauty to get back within 2. He overrun and makes a break between the legs pass to Sinan Matbot. He dishes it over cross ice to Lucas Lesio, and he one-times it home. Perfect play. Medveshek fight till the end, pulling Garnek to the extra attacker, but that only leads to an empty netter by Lukas Kaspar. That's it, Medveshek officially missed the playoffs this year as Dynamo take it 6-3 on the road. And that's it for the LKHL update. Come back tomorrow though for 7 more games, including Boris Yokeret and Salavat Ulayev versus SKA St. Petersburg. It's gonna be fun. My name is Andreas Sachenko. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.